Judges, please give me a nod, thumbs up, anything to indicate that you're ready. A common argument today is whether or not we should send humans to Mars. The Mars atmosphere is way too thin to support human life. However, it is still thick enough to cause dust storms that ruin colonial machinery. So considering the air and gravity along from the distance of Earth, Mars may not be the ideal candidate for an off-world colony. Hence, I negate the bill for the following reasons. So I would like to start my speech off with a negation from Senator Iricom. In Q&A, I asked in a Q&A with Senator Iricom, she said that we are using taxpayer dollars. And she is incredibly correct when she says this. However, private companies are already planning Mars trips. Let them do this instead of paying taxpayer dollars. As the United States, it is essential that we save the money of our citizens. Now moving on to my first point of analysis. Although Senator Iricom is correct about the potential impact of saving the human race, what she fails to recognize is that Mars will actually weaken humans. The gravity of Mars is only about 40% of what we experience on Earth, which would make it adjusting to it quite difficult. According to the NASA report, the effects of zero gravity on the human body are quite profound, with the loss of 5% muscle mass a week and 1% bone density a month. But permanent settlers would have to deal with muscle degeneration and osteoporosis in the long run. Therefore, Martian colonists will in fact perish quickly. In fact, a recent paper submitted by the group of MIT researchers analyzed the Mars One plan to colonize the planet beginning in 2020 and conducted that the first astronaut that goes to Mars will suffocate after 68 days, while the others will die from a combination of starvation, dehydration, and incineration in an oxygen-rich atmosphere. Also, the only way that humans could live on Mars is by paraterraforming sections of Mars, which Senator Iricom failed to know cost a ton of money. Also, moving beyond paraterraforming, if we were to send a lot of humans to Mars, we would need to do a full-scale terraforming, which would take many centuries. This moves me to my second point of analysis. Telepresence allows for safe exploration without actually visiting Mars. We have not gone to Mars because of enormous difficulty and enormous cost. So therefore, we should use what NASA has already done by sending rovers such as Spirit and Opportunity to Mars, and from there, we should learn more about Mars before we send people to it. Thank you, Senators.
That was 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Questions?
Senator, if something were to happen to Earth, wouldn't we have to go to Mars to save the humans, which would require us to explore it eventually?
Yes, Senator, I'm not denying the fact that we should ignore it because that we should explore it because we should explore it. But before we send people there, we can't put their lives at risk. So what is essential that we first learn everything about the planet and then send people there?
Wasn't gravity different for Moon?
Well, Senator, this bill is about Mars, so we cannot
Yeah, but
change.
so if we conquered Moon, can we conquer Mars? Because of the same reasoning you said, because the gravity is different.
Yes, we can.
Okay? So you're saying you should not.
Can you? I don't understand your question.
I said, you said the one of the reasons we should not go to Mars is because the gravity is different, we will not be able to survive. But we survived going to the Moon. So why would we survive going to the Mars?
Because, again, well, from my knowledge, when we went to the moon, it was for short term, but this is for many centuries and generations to go. So we should wait till, or by what you're saying, we should make people stay in the moon for a really long time and then see what happens.
Well, I'm saying because if you go, first step is to go there, experiment, come back, and then colonization might take another 50 years, 100 years.
Senator, don't you believe that the $50 billion and 10 years that the bill provides is enough for NASA to improve the technology?
No, I do not think so, because as I mentioned in my speech, in order for people to live in Mars, we would need to do terraforming, which probably will take over centuries, and even paraterraforming will take a long time. So I believe that if we use this $50 billion to do research first, over time, we may be able to send people to Mars.
Yeah, but that's what it is. We have still not colonized Moon. We're not still not living there. It's just being there and feeling, because humans are still 10,000 times more smarter than robots.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that we should get an extremely good feel for it because we don't want to put anyone's lives at risk. Lives come before anything.
All right, thank you, Senator.